Good morning, everyone. This is Misty here, and I'm here to share my first guest design team project with you guys for Angeldreamcrafts on Etsy. This has been such a pleasure to make. I've really enjoyed it, and it's something completely different, or, well, different for me to share on this channel anyway. So go check her out. You will find her link to the shop in the description bar, as well as the other designers and guest designers. Absolutely beautiful women who create absolutely amazing things. So go check them out. Check out their unboxing of their packages and see all the beautiful laces, blings, journal supplies even, that Angeldreamcrafts has to offer. And while you do that, and you're over at her shop, she has a Valentine's Day sale going on for from February the 1st to the 7th of this month. Again, you will find all kinds of things: lace, napkins, charms. You will find journal supplies. You will find sari bundles. Just all kinds of beautiful, beautiful things. So make sure you go check her out, Angeldreamcrafts Kim, over on Etsy. So let me show you what I have come up with. Now, if you hear noise in the background, you know that is my kids. And, well, I can't do anything about that. But I will say, disclaimer, this video is not for kids. This is for adults. So there is my disclaimer. And I only do that because you can hear them in the back. So here is my project. Hello. I love this. Okay, there we go. That's probably better. Here is my beautiful project. I am loving this. I am so happy with how this turned out. Now, if you guys seen my unboxing of my guest design team project, guest design team package, you would have seen that I picked out some gorgeous postcards. So I wanted to use those in a different kind of way, not just embellish them, not use them for journals, or use or make a journal or booklet. I wanted something totally different, and this is what I come up with. I think she turned out absolutely beautiful. All of these glue strings are driving me crazy. So this here is one of the postcards. She is stunning. I absolutely love her. And what I did was I just kind of blew her up, enlarged her so she would fit here in the center. And then what I did was all the paper is Mod Podged. And I used some coffee stained paper. I used some old ledger paper. Just a moment. Okay. And I Mod Podged the picture on some of the postcard. I cut elements out of the postcard. Let me bring this up a little bit and show you. Oh, here we go. So this is piece of the postcard, and this here is a stamp from the postcard. You'll see the book pages and the ledger underneath. I did paint this book cover. It was just an old book cover. I wasn't going to use it for a journal, but I wanted to use it for something, so I painted it and distressed it as well. Here is a piece from the postcard as well. I wanted to make sure I added those elements. You can see some of it, but you can't see a lot of it because of everything I've added on. Like, here is a piece that I Mod Podged on. Here is a piece of the postcard that I added into this this collage of things. And something else that I did, let me get a clear shot here. These little cabochons here, I took and shrunk them down and added them into these 12 millimeter cabochons. They are just metal pieces like these here. And then the insert part, let me get it out here. I'm not trying to make y'all dizzy. Is these glass domed pieces. So, and I normally will use those things for like necklaces and just charms to put on bracelets or chunky charms. But I wanted to do something different for the center of these flowers. So that is something really special, something I absolutely love. I am so excited about how those turned out. Now let me bring us down a little bit here and fix the focus. Okay, so I took one of the doilies, these beautiful doilies, and I cut it in fours, and I added them on the corners because I didn't just want to put flowers down. I wanted to have a little texture, some layering going on with this. So I put them in the corner, and I added my paper flowers and then these metal leaves here. And those are on all of the corners. They're on all of the corners. Absolutely beautiful. I love how it turned out. And you're going to see glue strings, and they're driving me insane, you guys. I need to get all those glue strings off. And here on this corner, all these flowers have these cabochons in the center. So I was really happy about that. You also have this metal rose here that I thought was a beautiful fit for this picture. I also added, I added some of this beautiful trim here. I don't know where I got this trim. It was in my stash. And I don't know, it just kind of fit, y'all. It's different. And you guys know me. I love different. And that there was a beautiful fit for this. I added some wood elements here, like one here, and I just wrote Forever Love on it. And that goes with what's happened inside. So you'll see that in just a moment. So this is, I love, like I said, how it turned out. It just makes me so happy. And it turned out something totally different than what I actually had in mind. This was going to be a wall hanging, and it totally took a different direction. Now the back, you'll see here is the back of this, and it does have this, I forget even what color that is, and it was an ugly color, but it kind of fit. And then I just distressed the book. I didn't even do anything perfect with the painting. I just wanted it to look old and rough and just kind of like it's been through something, you know. And so this is how it turned out. You can see some of the green on the corners here. Let me show you. Here's some of the green on the corners. So the paint did not, it just isn't perfect, and I'm happy with that. And you'll see when I open and show you on the inside. So when I looked at her, she kind of gave me a mysterious kind of look. I don't know how to explain it. Like she was from a different world, kind of like. So that inspired me to do something that I have not done in such a long time. Here, about 8 years ago, I used to do this little role-playing thing on MySpace, and I don't do that no more for reasons. And I used to create storylines for a character that I used in this role-playing, and I've missed it. And so with this here, I thought, I need to write a little story. So I did. And on the inside, when you open this up, that is just what you have. I sat down, I wrote a story, I printed it out on tea-stained paper, and I added some little bits of elements on here. And let me me fix the zoom. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm not trying to make you guys dizzy. I'm sorry. Here is one of the pictures from the postcard. And I shrunk it down again, like I said, cut it out, rounded the edges. And then over here is part of a picture because my page was too long. And I thought, well, that's just going to add interest. So I wasn't sad. Wasn't sad about that. And then some washi tape I added on here. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. And then down here you have a piece of that washi tape. And it just, like I said, I absolutely love the way that it turned out. Now, the story is a little different. I don't know how you all are going to like it, but I'll go ahead and read the story. It's a short story. It's not long. It is, and I'm going to hold it up here so I can see. I didn't even bring my glasses. So it says, my story takes place in Paris, France in 1851. That is when I was born. It was a beautiful spring day. My mother and father couldn't have been happier. You see, I was their second daughter. It was just 5 years earlier when my parents lost their firstborn daughter to the fever. It happened a few short hours after her birth. So to have another daughter was the happiest they have been in a long while. My mother, Rose, was a very well respected among her peers. She attended church every Sunday. There she played piano during Sunday service. My father was a well-known clockmaker that everyone came for their needs. My mother and father met in the family church and married there as well. They had only been married 3 years now. Most married couples by that time had already started their family. But after the death of my sister, they was depressed and wasn't sure if they wanted more kids. After I was born, my parents started planning out my future, schools I would attend, music plans, and at some point, my future husband. That is how things was done in my time. But that was until I turned 15 years old and things would change forever. You see, I was their pride and joy despite the other 3 kids they had. But I was the only girl. I turned rebellious and wanted very different things in my life. I rebuked anything they wanted from me. I was a free spirit and wanted to live as such. They forbid it and wouldn't hear of it. As bad as things was, it got a whole lot worse when Jahan came into my life. He was a mysterious man, one that I adored. He was everything I dreamed of. My parents, of course, didn't like him and tried to keep us apart. His dark demeanor was something unsettling to them, but for me, it drew me closer to him. I longed for it. I was about 15 years old when my parents caught me sneaking out to meet him. They tried to keep me locked up in the house. If I wouldn't let if I wouldn't let him go, they would disown me. That was fine by me because I loved him. He was all I ever wanted. So after my parents went to sleep, I packed what I could and left. I would never return. It had only been a week since I left my parents on my new adventure with Jahan. I couldn't have been happier than I was. I loved being with him and found myself hopelessly in love. I would have done anything for him. I would have followed him forever. Little did I know that forever was closer than I thought. As we lay looking up at the stars, he asked me to be his forever. I was happy to be his, that my love was never ending. It was in the following moments that I discovered 2 things. 1, the man that I loved was immortal. And 2, my life was about to forever change. We lay looking into each other's eyes. As he leaned closer to kiss me, I closed my eyes and turned my head. In that moment, I felt his teeth tenderly sink into my flesh. I allowed a smile, knowing my life will never be the same. So that is the story that I come up with and wrote. I hope I didn't bore you. I'm not the best reader, but that's the story that I wrote around this girl. And I'm so pleased with how it turned out. I really, really am. And then something else that I wanted to do is take what I had left of the postcards, make a pocket, And I thought, well, you know, she probably met some people on her travels and received some postcards or sending them out. Just one moment, folks. Okay, so, and then I wanted to add the last picture that I have. And I'm sorry about the glare. The stupid sun, well, the stupid sun. The sun is shining and it's coming through my, I am sorry about that, you guys. Those two cannot be in the same room and get along. They just can't. It's crazy. So anyway, I wanted to add those postcards in, and on the back side is pictures of, you know, the postcards, and I thought these would be, you know, perfect to stick in here and use for whatever. And then I put a picture of Maria. That's what I called her. I didn't put her name in there because she was telling the story. I didn't think I needed to. I probably should have. Anyway, I named her Maria, and I put her in this little pocket here. So just some little things that maybe she had in her, with her, that, you know, somebody sent her, and a picture so that, you know, if somebody found this, they would have the story of her life or how it started. So I hope you guys enjoyed this project, looking at it, learning about it. I loved making this. I really, really did. Like I said, it's something special to me because I've done things in this that I haven't done before. You know, the little cabochons, as I said, are really special. The story, I am so happy with how it turned out. I think it was a perfect fit for this. It is something a little different than what, you know, I have done in a while, and probably something you wouldn't have expected with such a beautiful girl, a beautiful image, and, you know, that it would be this whole different kind of storyline, but I think it fit perfectly, and I absolutely love this. So thank you guys for taking a look. Again, I hope you enjoyed this. I really did. Um, and please make sure you go check out Kim's Etsy shop, pick up some things while she has her sale going on, and check out the other designers and guest designers and see all the beautiful things that they are making. So I am off here. Thank you for joining me once again. If you like this, please let me know. Leave me a thumbs up, drop in a comment, and all of that fun stuff. So thanks, guys, and as always, goodbye, God bless, and I'll see y'all again soon.